Okay, so two equal ratios are always said to be in proportion. There are mainly two types of proportions we'll be dealing with. The first is going to be continued proportion, and second is going to be discontinued proportion. Okay, now as the name suggests, continued proportions may, okay, one particular term is carried forward. So we have a continued proportion. Okay, if you can see on the screen, a by b equals to b by c. B is continued in the sequence. Okay, आगे जाके you may also have c by d, or a D by E, or E by F, F by G. Okay, likewise. Okay, one particular term will always get continued. Okay, that's why it's called as continued proportion. Okay, on the same grounds, discontinued proportion may, the sequence will be discontinued. Why? We have all four different terms or distinct terms. All right. So if you observe carefully, in the continued proportion, I have only three terms mainly: the first proportional, the second proportional, and the third proportional, since I have only three different terms. Okay, now why the second proportional is called as mean proportional? That is because if you cross multiply the terms here, you will end up with b square is equal to ac. So if you observe, b becomes the geometric mean of a and c. If not, if you don't understand this right now, don't worry. When we study the part of averages, mixture allegations, in that part we'll discuss this concept in detail. Okay, likewise in the discontinued proportion, since I have four distinct or four different terms, I have the first proportional a, second proportional b, third proportional c, and fourth proportional as d. Three numbers are in proportion and the third proportional is 225% of the first proportional. Find the ratio of the mean proportional to the first proportional. So let's discuss this question now. Three numbers are in proportion and the third proportional is 225% of the first proportional. Okay, let's say that the first proportional is equal to a, which is equal to 100. Now we will see this extensively in the percentage wala topic, guys, that whenever we have percentages, okay, involved in the question, you can assume the base as 100 and solve the question much quicker. Third proportional is 225% of 100. Any x percent of 100 is always 100. Okay, so basically the third proportional c will be 225 itself. Okay, if you're not comfortable, you can also calculate. Okay, the third proportional is 225 upon 100 for percent into 100 will be 225 itself, right? Okay, so now the mean proportional b square will be a into c, as we saw previously. Okay, for continued proportion, b square is equal to ac. Okay, the exact same thing we're going to apply now. Okay, b square is equal to ac for continued proportional. Okay, so b will be equal to square root of a into c. So square root of 100 times 225. We apply the property of indices now. Okay, I'm separating the root sign between the numbers. Root of 100 is 10, root 225 is 15. So the value of b is 10 into 15. Okay, 150. You can keep it as it is, or you can just keep it as 150. The required answer for the question will be b by a, the ratio of the mean proportional to the first proportional. So this will be 10 times 15. Okay, divide by 10 into 10, 100, right? 10 cancelled. The answer is 1.5. Okay, now guys, if you understand the concept of proportion in depth, you will see that b square is equal to a into c. Okay, so now this tells you that the ratio of the mean proportional, okay, if you divide both sides by, let's say, a square, okay, what do you have? B square upon a square is equal to c by a. That means जो भी ratio mean proportional or first proportional का होगा, it will be square root of the ratio of the last proportional to the first. Okay, if you get this, the question is a cakewalk for you guys. How to get the answer? Find out root 225 by 100. Okay, this is nothing but a 15 upon 10, again giving you 1.5 directly. 2a cube plus 3b cube upon 2a cube minus 3b cube is 39 by 15. Then find the value of a square plus 2b square upon a square minus 2b square. Okay. Now, so from the given condition, we derive the value of a by b and then solve the question accordingly. Okay. So 2a cube plus 3b cube upon 2a cube minus 3b cube equals to 39 by 15. Okay. The first step is by observation, you can cancel out 3. Okay. And then we cross multiply. Take a cube on the right hand side, b cube on the left hand side. Cancelling out 2. So 27b cube equals to 8a cube. That gives you a cube upon b cube is 27 by 8. If you take the cube roots on both sides, you will end up with a by b equals to 3 by 2. Now, whatever is asked in the question, guys, a square plus 2b square A square minus 2b square, the power is same throughout. It's a homogeneous equation, right? So to solve the question directly, you can substitute A equals to 3, B equals to 2. Your job is done, right? So we solve it now very quickly. The answer is 3 square plus 2 into 2 square upon 3 square minus 2 into 2 square, right? So 3 square is 9 plus 2 into 4 is 8. 3 square is 9 minus 2 into 4 is 8. 9 plus 8 is 17. 9 minus 8 is 1. So answer is 17 is to 1. So I take a starting ratio 1 by 2 and I multiply it upper niche by 2. I'll get 2 by 4. Okay. Now that same ratio 1 by 2, अगर मैंने suppose 3 से multiply किया होता, I would have got 3 by 6. Okay. All these three ratios are equal. The point to observe is if you now add their numerators 3, 2 and 1, 6. If you add the denominators 6, 4 and 2, 12, the ratio will still be 1 by 2. Are you understanding this? Okay. Same way if you subtract any of these two. If you subtract 3 minus 2, you get 1. 6 minus 4, you get 2. The ratio is still 1 by 2. Okay. Let's go on further. I'm multiplying the first term by 20 and second term niche also by 20. Okay. Now adding all the numerators 23, 2 and 1 will give 26. And adding all denominators 46, 4 and 2, 52. 26 upon 52 is still 1 by 2. Okay, this is the theorem of equal ratios, guys. You have any ratio A by B equal to C by D. You multiply A by B by some constant upper niche. You multiply C by D by some constant upper niche. You add the numerators and denominators. The ratio will still be same. Okay. If A upon B plus C is B upon C plus A is C upon A plus B is equal to R, then R cannot take any other value except. Okay, these are your options. Okay, now many people rush into the question. Okay, they directly say कि हाँ यहाँ पे दिख ही रहा है. Okay, we can apply theorem of equal ratios. Okay, and A upon B plus C is equal to B upon C plus A is C upon A plus B is equal to R. So just add all the numerators A plus B plus C and divide by all the denominators being added. Okay, and we will have A plus B plus C divided by twice of A plus B plus C is equal to R. They cancel out A plus B plus C upper niche. They are left with 1 by 2 and they directly mark the option as 1 by 2 and they get it completely incorrect. Okay. Now guys, the only problem here is, okay, whenever we cancel out two terms, we are directly assuming that they are not equal to 0. But there can be two possibilities, right? So this is only the first possibility. The first possibility here is you are assuming that A plus B plus C is not equal to 0. And hence R is equal to 1 by 2 is only a possible answer to this question. Okay, very smartly these guys have put up this particular option 1 by 2. Okay, so one possible answer here is 1 by 2. Okay, let's consider the other case, guys. If you take the other case, if suppose A plus B plus C is 0, then can I say B plus C is equal to minus A? I substitute minus A in this equation. A upon minus A will be minus 1. Right? Same thing you can do for C plus A. Substitute C plus A as minus B, you will get minus 1. Substitute A plus B as minus C, you get minus 1. So R का एक और possible value क्या हो सकता है? Minus 1. That means R can be either half or minus 1. That's option C, your correct answer. The one we solved earlier, okay? We can understand how we can solve it very quickly using the properties of equal ratios, okay? So 2a cube plus 3b cube upon 2a cube minus 3b cube is 115 and find the value of a square plus 2b square upon a square minus 2b square. Okay, let's see how we solve this problem using componendo dividendo. The first step is we apply componendo dividendo. Okay, so the first term is you can assume as x. Okay, upper wala term and नीचे वाला term is y. X upon y is 39 by 15. By componendo dividendo, what I have done is I have written x plus y upon x minus y. So if you can observe carefully, guys, this is x plus y and this is x minus y. Okay, now guys, minus of minus will make it plus, right? So we have two terms getting cancelled in the numerator, 3b cube and minus 3b cube. In the denominator also minus 2a cube and plus 2a cube get cancelled out. Okay, so we are simply left with 4a cube upon 6b cube equals to 54 upon 24. Reducing it, you get a by b equals to 3 by 2. Now life is very, very easy. You substitute a equals to 3, b equals to 2, or you can square both sides and divide by 2. Okay, so you will be getting a square upon 2b square equals to 9 by 8. You again apply componendo dividendo. You will end up with the answer.